Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about fishing reels. More specifically, we're going to be talking about spin casting reels and your spinning reels. So today I'm going to go over a little bit of the pros and cons over both. So maybe if you're trying to decide whether you upgrade to a spinning reel or you want to stick with a spin casting reel, kind of show you the functions of both of them. So maybe if you're stuck in the middle, maybe this video will help you make that decision. So let's get down on the table and get into it. Right, now that we're down here on the table, I'm going to start with the spin casting one first. We'll set the spinning one off to the side. Most of you recognize this reel. It's the old school one with the button, and most of us fishermen know these reels really well. These are the ones we picked up for like $5 or $10 at Walmart. This is what we first started off with, where it all began. And most people never really make it past these reels because they get a passion for fishing and they go fishing a couple times and they didn't really pan out. So this is, a lot of people only know this type of reel, and like I said, it's mainly for beginners. It's what we all picked up when we first started, and they're really good reels. I mean, my grandpa has a Zebco 33 that he bought way back in the day that still works great. As you can see here, I have a Shakespeare Crusader. I bought this one a few years back. It's seen some better days. It's got a lot of scarring on it. Doesn't really work all that well, but I got it out of my old box and thought I'd use it in this review. These reels are really good. One good thing about them is that they're cheap. You buy them really cheap. The line that comes in them's cheap, you know what I mean? So that's the best part about it, is that it's very budget friendly. But then again, you get what you kind of pay for, you know what I mean? Usually these reels won't last you longer than a few months or a year. I mean, once you put them away, all the internals in here are mainly plastic. So it's really hard to make these things last forever. The line on these things is enclosed inside on this spool on the inside, and as you can see, there's dirt in there, but that's where the line is held, and when you hit the button, the line releases out of here. It kind of gives you the concept of casting, you know what I mean? You get the experience of fishing from these types of reels. So everybody knows these reels. I mean, they go back to everyone's roots that fishes. I don't think anybody first fishing pole was a bait caster. If it was, congrats to you, man. But that just about covers all on the spin cast. Like I said, cheap, they're very good and fun, but they really don't last that long. So that's something that'll always be near and dear to my heart. But let's move on to bigger and better things. All right, guys, now for my favorite, the spinning rod. Don't get me wrong, I love my bait casters too, but there's something about just a really nice spinning reel that I just can't get over. This one is an Angler. It's by Berkeley, I believe. This came on a combo I purchased at Academy. It was kind of a cheap combo, but this is a reel I haven't used yet. I just had it there in the cabinet and wanted to use it for this video. Spinning reels, they're kind of the step up from the spin cast. These are very beginner friendly. I mean, a bait caster is more technical, you know, a little bit more things to function, more things can go wrong. I have a video on the channel down below about bait casters if you're interested. But anyways, this one is an excellent style of reel. I mean, it's been around since the beginning. You spool your line on there, and how you release it is you open the bail, you make your cast and close your bail and wind in. It's pretty simple. There's no bird's nest or anything to worry about with these things. So I really have a soft spot in my heart for spinning reels. They're really my favorite. I'm a big fan of using braided line, and you spool these puppies up with braided line. I use a fluoro to braid leader. So that's kind of my go-to setup here. And these reels they're still cheap. They're a little bit more expensive than your spin cast over here, but nowadays there's so many companies making these things that you can find a really good budget-friendly one. Shakespeare has a bunch of them. Berkeley has a bunch of them. Abu Garcia. So there's a lot of companies making these now that are a lot user-friendly, budget-friendly. So that's a really good thing. I'm glad to see more spinning reels around. You know, as we're all fishing together. But these reels are very excellent. Like I said, this is one of the ones I use nearly every single time I go fishing. So that's the kind of difference in between the spin cast and the spinning reel. Like I said, all the internals on this one are plastic. I guess you could buy some higher end ones. I've never looked at higher end spin cast models, but most of your spinning reels, once you get a little bit more expensive on the, not expensive side, but a little more expensive than your spin casting price, get up to $50 to $100 combo. A lot of the stuff is that, you know, the aircraft grade aluminum stuff in there. They got bearings. It's a whole lot more smoother reeling system, everything there. It's really hard for dirt and stuff to get inside there. They're pretty easy to clean, so they tend to last you a lot longer. I get my money out of these way more than I did back then. I think this is like my 30th SpinCast setup that I've bought. There's a lot of them in the storage that are like old zombies just leaning up in the corner. The line gets stuck. You can't pull the line out. It just gets crappy in there. You know, it's just it becomes more of a headache. So that's why I kind of lean towards the spinning reel side of things. But thank y'all for watching this video, for all the support on the channel. Y'all are freaking amazing. I'll be pumping these videos out more for y'all. Like I said, I love bringing you fishing videos and stuff like that, catching fish. That's all fun and good times, you know. But actually doing some reviews and tips and stuff to help y'all out. If I would have watched videos way back when I first started, I'd be having a whole lot less headaches than I do nowadays. So that's the purpose of me doing these videos, you know, to kind of show you which one you should buy, this, that, and the other. On my opinion, of course, you know, everybody has their own opinion on things. So if you do have your own opinion, leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear anything that anybody has to say about either of these reels or bait casters or anything. I mean, feel free to leave a comment. I'm always willing to chat it up with y'all down there. But thank y'all for tuning in today's video, and we will catch y'all in the next one.